Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Elance from CZT Sarah Harrison. Oh, this one, it caught my eye, and it's rather neat. Okay, the construction, it's interesting. Yeah, well, I'll just show you. All right, starts off with a box, or if you go look at the For More Inspiration link, she doesn't show exactly how to do it, but it'd be the same process. But it looks like she's got one with a triangle in the middle. So I'm going to say you might be able to do any shape that kind of has square sides. So we'll do a box, though. All right. Now, in her notes, she mentions one key thing is the first, we're going to do C-shaped curve lines, one right after another. But she mentions having the first one coming off of the square, so in line with that side. I can't remember how she worded it, but that's what I got that she meant. So in my version of the step outs, I did just that. So that way you can see it's like, oh yeah, as a reminder too, that's like, nope, let's start off in line, and then and you don't have to go around and do each one separately unless of course you want to. This one in my head, I envisioned a big C-shaped curve line, but what we're going to do is it's kind of like a reverse scallop, sort of like that. Turn, do it again. And remembering that first one is in line. And I'm just, like I said, I'm picturing a C shape. So that's kind of the only tricky thing with this. And worth, try it and then try it again. Type of thing. And definitely don't worry about the result, because this one kind of takes care of itself. And in fact, I took these out a bit farther, it seems like, than I did even on my step outs, because the next step is wherever you have ended, and this is where it's a bit coarse, forgiving, because if you didn't take it out too far, you could just do another one and take it out further, because from here it's almost like we're picturing well, we've done this in other tangles, right? Not only a big C-shaped curve line, but it's going to land right here. So we're still using the little C-shaped curve line. Say it too many times and then it makes it hard. Oh, let's just do a big one and we'll end it there. It looks kind of boxy, but it's okay. Okay, we'll end that one here. And it's almost like they're petals, each tucking behind the next one. So that's where it's like, that's what I'm saying. Just do it once so you can kind of get the flow of it, and then maybe that helps to guide these a little bit and just have fun with it. That's the name of the game anyway. Whoops. And then as I whack the camera. So then we end up with something like this. I like that it's forgiving. I like that it's it's going to turn out how it's going to turn out, and that's just, to me, that's cool when it's kind of built in. Versus, there's some tangles that if you're trying to replicate what they've done, or at least on the first try, then we get into that, oh, I must do it exact and stuff like that. This, it's just, you get to just go and have fun. All right. Next. So I'm going to pick this corner. So we're just going to draw, they could be curved lines. I kind of like the curved line. It gives an interesting effect. But either way, a line, however, which way you wish to do it. So from these peaks to here. So it's like picking one, and it's kind of, I'm trying to think so you don't have to go and look back. Well, see, this is the one that started this, right? So we're going to the next one, what would it be, clockwise, or, to the right. And so each of these peaks, bring it back to that same spot. Of course, turning your tile as need be. Whoops, flipping your tile if need be while you're turning it. It's for added excitement. And then as you, come to, align this one, let's see if I'll make it or not. We want to hollow out. No, that one's going to make it just fine. Otherwise, if this was jutting out more, yeah, definitely hollow it for that effect. Okay, and then same thing on the next one. And that's where I want to practice this one, because I'd like to get it where, and actually, I guess if I had taken this out maybe a bit more and then came in, like, so it landed maybe here, then I'd have, something going, underneath that. And that's also why I say, do it once and then play with it, because it is an interesting tangle. It's not hard, but there are some aspects that it's like, well, I'd really like it to do this, and then it's just a matter of figuring it out. I'm thinking this one could, because I'm picturing, like, you could continue these C shapes down as the decoration. This could be, and I'm going to put it in my spooky tangles collection or playlist, because it could go that way, because it could look like bat wings or something like that. And if you didn't know, I do have a bunch of playlists. I have way too many. I need to go through them and probably get rid of some, because some, like, I'll think of something and I'll put it under that. Now this one's going to get a little tight right here, but there we go. It'll be okay. There we have it. But anyway, if you click on my name below the video or my picture, that will take you to what I call the home page of the channel. And there you can see the option to see the playlists. And like I said, I have way too many. But was trying, I'm thinking for myself. It's like, okay, when I'm looking for X, so I just put them in those names, and then then there, a tangle could be in multiple, because like this one could be leafy, and I like the -Y on almost everything. This could be leafy, like I said, it could be spooky tangle. Gosh, depending on how you decorated it, I suppose it could be flowery, maybe. Yeah, so that's what I try to do. It also could be a standalone, like a feature tangle. If you did it like this, if you do it big enough, and that's your feature, it could fit into that category too. All right, now I saw something really interesting, and I'm going to do it on this, because. So this is interesting, but it looks like there's separate petals, right? Or coming out of the corner of the boxes. And I don't know that it matters where you do it, but if you look at her big sample on the step out, it's like, oh, where did that center go? And here's what, so then, it's like, okay, let's find that center box. And here's what she did. And like I said, I don't think it matters what direction you do it from, but she put a diagonal in, and then 2 more C-shaped curve lines on the one side, like that. And it makes it even more interesting. And then when we add the shading, woo! Yeah, it almost makes it kind of continuous. And so the way I've been shading this is like this. Now, if you can go back and find, okay, there's the original box. Here's that original. Okay, so let's put some graphite behind those and bring it out. And I'm going to start with this, and then we'll see where we go from here. And like I said, I'm just doing the original box because I want to see how I want to play with that bit I just did in the middle. And you can see how it's looking really neat. Might take some and come out of the middle there a little bit. But like I said, find the original box. Or you know what, you could do that. Do this shading if you wanted to before you play with the middle. Because this one for sure, I mean for me at least, is a bit eyeball confusing with all of the lines. You know what? I'm gonna go back to, there was another one too. I've lost it. Maybe it was this one where I'm gonna take it like all the way to the end of that curve. I think that was it. Okay. So that looks interesting, and you can kind of see it looks like a knot, right? Like this is this, but then this goes underneath here. So seeing it that way, yeah, because this definitely is on top. So if we put some graphite there, and I'm going to use what's left on the Tortillion just to kind of come from that center and bring it out a little bit. All right, and then let's go to the other side right here. I think this is, yep, this is different than I did in my version of the step outs. And then again, I'm going to bring this out. Let's do it on these sides too. Now I'm looking back at my version of the step. I was like, okay, what did I do? Oh, I shaded this and this, so it made this look more like a spiral. But I like this. I like this too. Now, the debate. No, I think I'm going to leave it like that. Oh, you know something? I mean, if you're doing this bigger, you could put some shading on, like maybe on one side of these spokes, because then it could make it look like it's wavy or bent. But I think I'm gonna, because this is small, I think I'm going to leave it as it is. It's really neat though. Really neat. And I'm debating on these two little curved ones, because I do kind of, no, I think I take it back, because this kind of, it fits in where this looks like this. And then, yeah, either, well, actually, it's kind of like a Celtic knot. I think maybe I'll put it in there too, because this, it could somehow, yeah, like this, you know, like a double infinity sign or something. Oh, like I said, really, really neat. And of course, you can decorate it however you want, because you have all of these spaces that you can have fun with. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please click the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, you will find the links to the step outs, as I mentioned. And then below that is my link tree. So again, if you enjoy what I have put out here, maybe you'd like to join me online with a bunch of other Tangle addicts and Tangle. I do that on Thursdays. It's free. I do it Tuesdays and Thursdays, actually, but Thursday is free. It's called Tangle Time. In the link tree, you will find places. I have 2 links where you can follow me for my class postings. And then it makes it easier. You should see it in your time zone, be able to click that you want to go, and then, you know, get reminders and things like that. Also, on Tuesday, those generally have a fee except for the 3rd Tuesday. That is Tough Tangle Tuesday, and that is also free. The other classes, I have one, the first Tuesday of the month is exclusive for my subscription club members, and information for that is also on the link tree. And then the rest have a fee. Anybody can join them. The club members, it's all inclusive. They get all, you know, all of the the regular Tuesday and Thursday classes included. Well, the Thursday's free, so it doesn't matter. But all of the Tuesday classes for one low price. There was somewhere else I was going with that. Anyway, just to explain. So there's different topics. The free classes are an hour. The other ones are at least an hour and a half, sometimes two. It depends on what we're doing. We have a lot of fun in any case. So come and join us for free, and then you go from there. All right. So with that, but wait. One more thing I want to highlight is our Tangle Addicts community. We have a Facebook group, private Facebook group. There's a link to join if you wish. Click it, answer the 4 questions, and then as soon as I see it, you are welcomed in. All right, so with that, thank you again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.